Talking to an amazing woman this morning. She plans to carry on an amazing tradition honoring those who are facing the long journey of cancer. Dr. David Gerard is here to share her amazing story and what she has planned for the future. Also, if you want maybe somebody that you know that's battling cancer honored, we'll tell you about that right now. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you. It's a pleasure to be back here.
Yeah. So we've been talking about this, about the Buen Camino, the Good Walk. Tell me about that. What is it?
Well, Buen Camino is a path that goes through Europe, all of which leads to the cathedral in Santiago de Compostela.
Okay.
And so it's over 1,000 years old. The most common one starts through France and walks across northern Spain and started out as a religious journey. Now about 40% of people that are on it, in fact, are doing it for spiritual reasons or other reasons. And there are people from all over the world.
And you're going to be one of those.
Yes, and I'm going to be one of them.
This is your second year doing it.
This is my second year. Last year I did it, and it was so exciting and so personally fulfilling that I thought I'd love to do it again.
Right. How many miles are you going to walk?
Last year I walked 500 miles,
wow,
which really sounds like a lot to me also now.
Right.
But then it was about 15 to 20 miles a day.
Okay.
So after a while you really get into shape, and the day goes along, and that's really all you're doing that day other than chatting with people.
So you mentioned 15 miles a day.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot.
I know
a
it
day.
sounds like a lot until you're kind of into it.
So you do it with a purpose, though. You're doing it for
right.
People here in New Mexico that are battling cancer.
Right.
How are you doing that?
Well, this year what we're doing is we've created what's called the Video Legacy Project.
Okay.
And this is recognizing that there often is a silver lining behind the cancer journey, and that is really recognizing that all of us are just here on this earth for a given amount of time. And it allows us to provide a legacy going forward to our family. It's an interview that's videotaped.
Okay.
That can be used for your children, your grandchildren, your friends, people that you wouldn't necessarily be able to communicate with after you're gone.
So if somebody's battling cancer, they're able to put a video together, maybe their thoughts,
right, exactly,
anything they've done, and share it with their family so they can watch it later on.
And it's a professional video.
And so for your walk, you're raising money for that, correct?
Right.
How are you doing that?
Well, what we're doing is it's the same theme as last year. If individuals contribute, we will inscribe a rock from here, and I will carry it and place it along the Camino. That's a tradition along the Camino.
Okay.
And so we can celebrate lives that way.
Yeah. And how many did you get last year?
Last year, I don't remember a lot.
It's several, right?
I carried them.
A lot of rocks.
I didn't carry all at once, so I kind of spanned it out over the days. But it's a tradition there. So there are cairns of rocks, piles where people from all over the world, leave this. So last year, we raised. There was another physician that did a kind of an adventure walk, and together we raised $32,000.
Oh wow!
So that went to the Patient Assistance Fund.
Okay.
And so this year we've decided to expand, and find some silver lining in this experience.
Let's say somebody wants to help donate. Either one, just donate, or they have somebody in mind that they want to have a rock placed.
Right.
How can they contribute to this?
Okay, so all of this goes through the Presbyterian Healthcare Foundation, because we're doing this for the cancer patients at the Presbyterian Cancer Center. And so they can go online, and they would go to PHS/giving.
Okay.
And that will direct them to where, and there will be a sheet where they fill out what initials they'd like us to inscribe.
And you really want to raise a lot more than $32,000, right?
Oh, of
this
course,
year?
of course.
There are so many families out there in need, and I think that's just a great project that you're able to leave that behind for them. My father battled cancer, and we go and we look back at videos of him, and to have that would be precious.
Right, and I think of my own grandparents, how I would have liked to, as an adult, know them a little bit better.
Great project, great contribution from your end as well. I want to wish you good luck. You're going to be walking 127 miles, you said?
125 miles.
125. Not that many, right? If you want more information on the project and if you have somebody that you want, the doctor to leave a rock for, go to our website, KRQE.com. We'll have more information for you there. We'll be right back. Thank you for sharing your story with us.
Thank you very much.
You bet.
Okay.